happen at first, then suddenly it expands and pops, right? Manifestation works exactly the same way. Your focus is the air, your thoughts, your energy. That's what builds the momentum. And once it's strong enough, reality cannot help but shift. Let me show how to do it deliberately. But well, before that, have you ever noticed that when you deeply focus on something, a goal, a thought, a feeling, it starts to feel more real, more alive, and often it begins to show up in your life faster? That's not a coincidence. There's a powerful law of energy, attention, and creation at work behind the scenes all the time. And today I'll show you how to use it consciously to manifest anything faster, effortlessly, and more naturally than ever before. So let's understand the focus a little bit. Focus is more than just concentration, it's the conscious directing of energy. The moment you give something your attention, it can be the subtlest. You are literally feeding it a life force. Thoughts, emotions, even situations, they all expand under the spotlight of your awareness. If your mind is a flashlight, focus is the beam. And whatever you shine that beam on, that grows. It becomes stronger, more vivid, more present in your inner and outer world. Now, here's the key. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Here, please do not put your logic, because as we know that conscious mind works in a certain way, likewise, subconscious mind also has a definite mechanism which works like a law, right? So it's not something that I'm making up. This is a law. This is how it works. So let's accept it that way. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for you guys. Yeah? Subconscious mind does not know the difference between what's real and what imagined. When you focus intensely and emotionally on a desire, subconscious mind thinks and feels that you already have it, basically. And once that belief takes root, reality begins to reshape around it. Emotion is the fuel of manifestation. Think of your desire like a rocket. Focus is the ignition, but emotion is the fire under it. When you think about something with joy, love, excitement, or certainty, your energy vibrates higher. And that's what we are doing, right? Our main focus is about increasing the vibrational energy, so that we can somehow match the frequency of our desire that we are looking for. You're no longer just thinking, you're becoming a vibrational match to the thing that you want. This is why just the daydreaming alone isn't enough. You need emotional presence for sure. Visualize with the feelings, involve your heart, involve your authenticity, involve your naturalness. Yeah. Don't be superficial about manifestation. And that's why I do not go for just techniques without involving the heart. Because without heart, it doesn't work. Even you think you're not involving the heart, unless your heart is involved, manifestation is not going to come. Think with belief, speak with certainty. That's when your focused thought becomes a living frequency that reality must respond to. That is the law. So let's talk a little about momentum, because today that's what our main ingredient in manifestation is the secret ingredient, basically. Momentum is the thing where real magic happens. Momentum is built when you consistently return to the same thought, an image, a belief over and over again without resistance. How does the resistance work? So one moment you think with your subconscious mind, and another moment you bring your logics in between. So it's like including positive and negative each time. Resistance will begin there. That's why I say keep your logic aside. You cannot manifest with your logical mind. Let me make this thing extremely clear. If you want manifestations to work for you and come to your 3D, you have to keep your logical mind aside. We don't need that at all. Each time you think about your desire in a positive, confident and aligned way, because we need alignment, that's why we don't use conscious mind. It doesn't let us do that. When you think in an aligned way, you're actually adding another layer of energy to it. Think of it like blowing air into a balloon. Each breath is a thought, a visualization, and affirmations. At first it seems small, nothing is really changing or happening. But when you keep on going and blowing air into the balloon, one breath at a time, gradually what happens? The pressure builds up, right? It's the law, right? The surface stretches and then finally it bursts. Now the point when it bursts, that moment is the moment the balloon pops. And that's your manifestation. And how did it happen? You actually increased the momentum. So you kept on going, you kept on blowing the air into the balloon without thinking that after my first breath, why is it not, looking fuller? Right? So it is the tipping point. That's what you need to understand about manifestation. You have to give it a little time, little belief. When your energy has reached a level that physical reality can no longer ignore. This is exactly how reality responds to your inner momentum. And this is how the momentum actually works. I hope most of you have understood now. So, when you keep feeding it consistently, intentionally, and when the energy reaches its peak, the result cannot help but appear. It has to appear. But what if it's not working? What if you're focusing and nothing is changing? That's where resistance comes in. Resistance is any thought, emotion, or belief that contradicts what you want. So you are the person who say, I want this, but you are the same person who use your logical mind and put doubts on it unnecessarily. It will deviate your energy for sure, because that's the law. You cannot deviate your energy when you want something. You just have to focus in one direction. You cannot keep going to, right? Two directions. It's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and another foot on the brake. You're moving but painfully slow. To build the momentum, you must let go of the doubt, let go of needing it, let go of questioning how or when it will happen. So flow happens when you focus on what you want without needing it, without putting questions to it, without doubting it, but fully expecting it that yes, if I'm doing it, it will come to me. Trust, allow and keep moving in that direction. That's when the reality bends. Here is how to start aligning your focus and building momentum right now. You can make a morning focus ritual for yourself, because right when you wake up, your subconscious mind is easy to, communicate with. Every morning, close your eyes for 5 minutes and focus on that end result. Just have a probably 5-second or even 3-second scene, I would say. You don't have to visualize the whole process, just the result. Feel it, see it, live it in your mind. as real as possible. If I say a notebook, right? So you know that a new notebook has a certain smell, right? You know how it sounds, you know how it feels when you touch the notebook, right? So you are involving all your senses while visualizing for that 3 to 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. You can increase it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes also. It's up to you. But I would ask you to give it as short time as possible. Just few seconds, that's all. Affirm with emotions. Speak your affirmations that feel natural to you and true to you. Don't take it as technique. I don't believe in it, because don't just say them, mean it. For example, things are always working in my favor. Everything I desire is unfolding right now. Involve your senses into it. You have to absorb that energy. You just don't say that you're not feeling anything and you're just saying it. Don't do that. Okay? So people say, then how robotic affirmations work? You might have heard that people do thousands and thousands of robotic affirmations. Why is it needed? Because in those 10,000 affirmations, you might be aligned in few of them only. Your energy would be high for when you are in say you're saying 10,000 affirmations, but on 500th affirmation your energy was aligned. It will manifest in that moment. But why? When I say if you have a focused energy, you don't need those many affirmations. That's what at least I have experienced several times, and I believe firmly into it. All I would ask you to involve all your senses into it. So it helps your energy, and that's what creates the momentum. It gives it a force, a life. Okay? Understand it well. Do not manifest without heart. Otherwise, it's going to take forever for you. Your heart has to be involved. Your feeling has to be involved. Your authenticity, your real gratitude feeling has to get involved. Okay? Notice evidences. Look for tiny signs that's working. A message, an idea, a person meeting you talking about the desire that you are probably, looking for to manifest. So now how it happens? Probably you're watching television. Okay? I would rather ask you to avoid television while you're manifesting. Okay? But even if you do, you'll see some ad or somebody talking about your desire. When you open your phone, you'll find some content pop up all of a sudden, even if you're not clicking it onto it, or probably when you click onto it, you feel compelled to watch something, and the video that opens, it's actually explaining you things about your desire. Probably you have a phone call with some of your friend or colleague or whoever, a random person. You'll come across that, that person is also talking about the same thing. So these are signs which tell that your energy is working. It is working behind the scenes. The momentum is getting created and it is increasing. Because when it stops, you'll not get the signs outside. You'll only get signs from outside when the momentum is building. Okay, make a note of it. So what you have to do here, you have to increase the momentum even more. I hope it's clear. Okay, cut off the old story. You cannot switch to your old story and then try to you cannot keep switching to old and new. Just have new in your mind and just focus there. Give all your attention here. Just completely forget your old story. Every time you catch yourself doubting, worrying, or playing out of the old belief, pause and replace it. You can use a word, say delete. Whenever a negative thought comes that is not aligned with your desire, just say delete or say cancel. So what will happen? After few times, your subconscious mind will not let that thought come to your mind itself. This is how your subconscious mind gets programmed. Okay? Now, your reality is not a fixed thing. It's fluid. It responds to the energy that you carry, that you choose for yourself, and where you direct your focus towards, which direction you're directing your energy to. So where your focus goes, energy flows. And where your energy flows, reality grows. It has to show up in your 3D. Where will it go? The ultimate place for your momentum and energy is to become a particle and show up in your 3D. So why do you think your manifestation will not show up? It will show up. It has to. This is how it is formed. So don't wait for proofs, become the proof. Just have the knowing that behind the scenes it's always working for me. Keep increasing your momentum. Keep your focus in just one direction. Okay? Involve your heart, all your senses, and ride the momentum into your new life. You're not just hoping to change, you are creating it consciously, powerfully. You're commanding it in your reality. Right? So I hope this has been interesting, because for me, I just love explaining these things, minutely. If you have any doubt, any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm open for one-on-one sessions or coaching or membership, whoever needs whatever. If you're manifesting any specific thing that you think you have a very less time with you and you have to get something urgently, reach out to me. The manifestation is super easy. It's super easy. So see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.